and how this dude was a freaking legend. Yeah, let's go ahead and look at
2,000
this.
subs, dog. That's crazy. Thank y'all for real. So to
Sup, man?
celebrate, we're doing something a
Lock
little
in.
different. Breaking down the science of why Juice WRLD's music hits so hard. And I'm not just talking about the choruses, I mean everything. His verses, ad-libs, rhyme schemes. There's a reason his music sticks with you. And today I'm gonna explain why.
I think he just had a really good flow, and I think he was really catchy, especially in the beginning of his melodies. It's like a lot of other songs, you know, you'll start off and they'll have like a little bit of like, but he would just, the second he said something, it was catchy, you know? He had really good hooks. I think that's what it was about him.
So let's start with something simple, choruses. Most people remember the chorus of a song. That's why they hum. It's also what they loop on TikTok. That's
What I just said. We just talk about the fact that he has a, what is that, an AK?
the part that gets stuck in your head. And there's actually a science behind this. Psychologists call it an earworm, or more formally, INMI, involuntary musical imagery. It's when a bit of music, usually a catchy hook or a chorus, loops in your brain without you even trying. You're just walking through the store and suddenly, boom. Like you're just singing Juice WRLD in your head. It just happens. I don't know.
He was also really young. Like people don't check it. Like he wasn't like 20, 30. Well, he wasn't 30 or like 27. Beginning of his career, he was like what, 18, 19, 20, 21. You know, like.
I still see you. And this
can't play that because of the copyright.
The mere exposure effect. The more your brain hears something, the more it starts to like it. And choruses, they're short, repetitive.
I gotta make sure I don't play that stuff. I'm gonna get a copyright strike for that.
For triggering that earworm loop. Now, here's where Juice WRLD breaks the formula. Most artists only make the chorus catchy. The verse is usually where they freestyle, tell a story, or just let loose, not necessarily trying to make it hooky. But Juice didn't do that. He made the verses just as addictive as the
That's what I'm saying. Everything was catchy about the songs, not just one part.
hook. Every bar he drops sounds like it could be the chorus.
Wix, eine Plattform
Y'all
für jede
cannot be
Website.
serious, bro. Y'all cannot be
Grenzenloses
serious.
Erstellen.
I'm not doing the plus thing. I'm not
One of
doing
the
it.
main reasons why
I'm
this
not buying the
happens is
premium.
the way he extends his words. He'll sing a line like, Brody got the aim to blow you away. The next day you win the newspaper on the front page. Like that's from Empty Out Your Pockets, right? But if you listen to the song, I can't play it now because it's copyright. It's gonna take down the video. I don't know why, bro.
Thank you. I can't play it either.
I would play it, but you know I can't. But if you go and listen to that song, you'll hear what I'm talking about. He stretches the words and extends them and sings the words into something melodic. And that's the whole thing with Juice WRLD style. It's not just what he says, it's how he says it.
Yeah, it's also Juice WRLD just, when he would make a song, right, he could emphasize words in a very specific way that most musicians just can't. Like when he can say the same verse twice and it'll sound completely different. But just a gift he had, I guess.
It's emotional, melodic, and it sticks all at the same time. And he doesn't even have to try. Now, this is something I like to call the rhyme code, and it is only with a few artists I've ever seen be able to do it. So it's not just about the melody, it's about the rhyme, right? Juice WRLD pulls Eminem level tricks out the bag here.
Put my orange 4-inch door hinge in storage and ate porridge with George.
Like, you know how Eminem could make impossible words rhyme like orange and syringe, right? Juice does the same thing. Bending pronunciation, using internal rhymes, and packing syllables in ways that just shouldn't work, but they do. He doesn't wait for the last word to rhyme. He rhymes in the middle and the flow and across the entire bar, and this triggers what scientists like to call rhyme as reason. It's where your brain finds
Hello. Can we look at that? Can we look at that?
And this triggers what
What is that? What is that? Nah, I want to see that. I want to see this. What is this? Can I get that frame, please? I'm gonna just pause it there real quick. I'm gonna pause it there. Hold up. What is that frame? What is this? Got everything he wants in life still. Virgin Chad virgin. Face countless heartbreaking. Bro, who made this? Who made this?
It's where your brain finds rhymed things more memorable, trustworthy, and more satisfying. And the part that adds on top of it is just, this was freestyle off the top. Like he didn't sit down and plan the stuff out. It's just something he learned and adapt to over time and figure out how to do and master.
Something I gotta say though, I feel like a lot of musicians, a lot of rappers especially, they can freestyle. It's just he got a lot of credit for it because he did it a lot. But he was good. I'm not saying he wasn't good. He was really good at it. I feel like a lot of rappers can freestyle really well, though, Lil Wayne and so on. But he got his shine from that. But I think a lot more people can freestyle exceptionally well than the majority of the audience thinks.
All before the age of 21, which is just insane. He was doing this since the age of 17 years old. He mastered this so early on. He mastered something that no one ever taught him. He taught this himself. Think about that. He wasn't writing the rhyme patterns on a notebook. He was just pulling it straight off his head, or straight out of his head. Wait, what? But the thing is,
I mean, that's how most musicians do, though. To be fair, that's how most musicians do it, though, right? They think of what did he say? He put it. Wait, what did he say? He said
rhyme patterns on a notebook. He was just pulling it straight off his head.
I mean, yeah, all rhymes start in your head somewhere. But I know what he's trying to say. We know what he's trying to say. I'm gonna stop being that guy.
What? But the thing is, it still had the perfect melody, perfect rhyme placement, and just the raw emotion that would make the track catchy. So I mean, it's not just talent. That's years of muscle memory that he built from constantly freestyling, listening to music. He was writing a hit in real time, over and over, no pen, no pages vibes. And it's, well, I say that, but then Juice says it's the real stuff he never wrote in a bunch of songs. So I'll leave that there. Now look, not every artist can pull this off. In fact, most can't. You hear a dope chorus and then the verse feels kind of like filler. Boring. And they're just trying to like get back to the chorus. It's a common thing in movies as well, where they drop the audio really quiet and just huge loud jump scare, right? Like
there you go.
That's the thing that draws the attention back in. Because these artists don't actually have the skills to keep someone's attention and the skills to rhyme and flow and all this stuff for however long the song is, right? It can't keep people's attention, and they know that. So they have the chorus have so much energy and the verses just have so much less energy that when the chorus comes back, you get that kick again, right? These artists are hook reliant.
The thing is, though, too, if you're an artist, right, who makes like really catchy hooks, people live just for that hook. Like, if you have a good song and the hook is really good, it's valid. And I guess if you make the whole song the same energy, it might not come across as good. But if you have that one part, do you guys know that? You guys know that when you listen to a song, right, it only has one good part, but you keep listening to the song over and over again because you always want to have that little hit right there. I feel like that's almost like a secret thing. If someone has one really catchy part and the rest is kind of like meh, you listen to the thing over and over. Yeah, you could also make the whole song catchy, technically, right? But I feel like you wouldn't get the same hit then.
They know the chorus is the only part that's going to get remembered, and it works for them. But it also creates the drop in energy I was talking about. You're not singing the whole track, you're skipping to the good part, right? And Juice didn't need to rely on that. The verse, the pre-chorus, the hook, it was all sticky, all of it, right? Every section was melodic, emotional, and carefully placed. And somehow he freestyled that, which I've tried to freestyle multiple times. I can do it in my head, but freestyling the lyrics in your head is one thing, but then having to say them while you're thinking of them is just a whole new ballpark. And
maybe I'm biased because I used to freestyle all my songs, but I think it's just a skill. I think if you freestyle enough, you'll just start getting it.
I don't understand how anyone can do it, especially Eminem and Juice. I just don't get it. So if you've ever wondered why the drawn out sounds hit different, like all these.
Can I play that? I don't know if I can play that. Let's see.
Hey, bitches on my life.
Okay, I can play that.
All right, I'll shut up. But yeah, stuff like that, it just hits harder, right? It's not just artistic, it's neurological, right? When a sound is extended, especially with pitch movement, which I won't get into that in this section, right? But your brain has more time to process and emotionally react. So what this does, I'm gonna get real scientific here, bro. Lock in, everybody lock in, and listen, I got ball knowledge, okay? Hear me out. What this does is it activates the limbic system, okay? The part of your brain tied to emotion and memory. It's like your brain is savoring the sound. That's why Juice stretches the words out so often. Not because he's stalling, but because he knows it feels better. And that feeling gets burned into your memory. One word extended can hit harder than a whole bar of lyrics. One thing that makes Juice WRLD unique is that he treats his voice like an instrument, not just a tool for the lyrics. He's not rapping on the beat, he's playing with it, right? Bending the notes and sliding the syllables into layering harmonies, right? And then he textures the track to fit that way. This is what separates him from a lot of freestylers too. Most can spit bars, but they can't sing them. They can't shape them in real time with melody and emotion, right? They sound basic and bland on the song, or the freestyle, whatever it is. That's why Juice's songs work both live and in the studio. His delivery has a movement. It breathes. It sounds like another synth, another guitar. It's not just a vocal track, right? All right, so now we're gonna get scientific for a second, like for real. Okay.
I want to hear what the science gonna be. I think it's just talent. It's just talent. It's skill, right?
Yeah, Juice's music is pretty much a brain hack. I mean, he's hitting one, melody for emotional pull, rhyme patterns for pattern recognition, repetition for memory, drawn out vocals for sensory immersion, and freestyle delivery for unpredictability. It's like your brain doesn't even stand a chance. Every technique that's been studied to make music addictive, he's doing it instinctively off the top. That's not just a vibe, it's a formula. It's a formula imprinted into his brain.
Very much agree. Very much agree. He just had that gift, like, from the beginning. All of his songs have been good, like, genuinely. I mean, yeah, we can talk about the last album, blah blah blah, but like the majority of his songs, a lot of artists, you have like mess songs that are not that good, right? Also my catalog, and like he had almost everything was a hit.
That's what made Juice WRLD's music stick with an entire generation. I'm just gonna say it, and I don't care how hot the take is. If Juice WRLD didn't pass away, he'd be the biggest artist in the world right now.
I can agree with that. I do feel like he got a lot bigger though because he did pass away. If we're gonna keep it real, because I mean, you got Juice WRLD, X, right? Pop Smoke didn't really get as popular as them, but I feel like they got a real crazy boost after they died. But they probably also would I feel like Juice WRLD especially, he would have went really mainstream. What's up, Blaz3? Yeah, we're watching doing a little Juice WRLD react. Earlier we did some of the finals. Doing the reaction now, then we're gonna play some other games after this. So yeah.
I mean, the video I already made goes over the reasons why he was the biggest artist in the world pretty much at the time. I mean, he was the most accomplished artist at his age by far. I mean, he sold 100 million units.
It's just me. These videos look really AI. Like, look at this. This looks really AI to me. I don't know what filter these guys put on it, but it's weird.
In 1 year. That's top 3 all time. I mean, seriously, this kid came out of nowhere and sold that many albums that quickly. And that was in 1 year. 1 year. And he recorded 3,000 songs professionally in 2 or something. Like, seriously, not one of the biggest, undebatably. I mean, seriously, just look at the numbers, look at the unreleased songs, and look at how every new artist now sounds like Juice. The melodic flows, the sad but catchy vibe on the early stuff, right? Right, in his early stuff, he would sing through his pain, right?
I feel like that the fact that he made so many songs also kind of, I don't want to say it was a negative thing, but it allowed his record label to really feast off of his death. Like, if he would have had all those songs like X, right, it would have just been like, all right, you know, he's gone now, we gotta appreciate it, whatever. But like in his case, the record label just kept on releasing music, like as if he's alive. The last couple years, there's still albums dropping, and they're treating it like he never even died, which is like sad. And then his girlfriend, no one knows what's going on with her because there's some weird stuff there too. So I mean, it's a blessing and a curse, the fact that he has so much music left over, because we get to hear it all, but did he want us to hear it, and B, it kind of feels wrong because it's the record label doing it.
Early stuff was very, like, I guess emo you call it. I don't really think that, but I guess that's the genre you'd call it, right? Like, that was his blueprint. Even artists outside of rap started copying his sound. He changed how the entire internet generation reacts to music. I'm being so for real. Like, this man was on track to redefine the pop culture itself, and he already did that with one generation. He could have done it with the entire world of music. And honestly, when these people grow up, I think he will have done that. And he wasn't even in his prime yet. Just let that sit.
Yeah, Juice WRLD, X, and Pop Smoke were gonna be the next couple of guys, I think. My opinion. I think they would have been the next couple of guys. I think Juice WRLD in the long run would have had a larger career than X, just because of the fact that he had more mainstream appeal, even though he didn't get there yet. I think X would have been big too, but I feel like he was going towards a new niche genre, sort of. They would have both been big.
Again. So when we talk about the science,
I think Pop Smoke would have been taking over hip hop. But I mean, what we got now is basically Travis Scott. Let me click it to better frame. Basically, we got Travis Scott right now running the whole hip hop game. And I guess you could say Playboi Carti, but I mean, you don't really hear nothing from this guy. So we don't know how long that's going to be happening. But right now, we got Travis Scott really doing everything. You got The Weeknd doing pop, really. I mean, we got the old dudes doing the heavy lifting. Now we got Drake over here and Kendrick Lamar making all the music. And did I really talk about the Kendrick Lamar? I swear he was never as big as he was now. And it's all because of the beef. A lot of people knew Kendrick before, but he was not as mainstream as he just got. But that's a different topic. Let's keep going. I'm sorry. I'll stop it, guys. I'll stop pausing the video, all right?
Just the vibes. It's melody, repetition, rhyme, psychology, emotional delivery, and a brain that was wired for music. He didn't just write the courses or not write them, you know, because it's the real stuff he never wrote, blah, 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 whatever. He made every part of a song feel like the best part. Okay, but seriously, for real, thank y'all again for 2K subs. Let me know in the comments what's your favorite Juice WRLD versus song, whatever you want to know.
Yeah, we definitely gotta
let me know,
drop a sub on that.
I just slurred on
only
that.
3K, only 3K, dude. Oops, my God. Whatever. Only 3K. That's crazy. That was a really good video, bro. That was a really good video. I wonder what I have to say at the end, but you know, we got the freaking crispy nuggets up here, so I gotta wait for that to pass by. I tell you guys, is it just me or is YouTube going crazy with the ads though lately? Like a little too crazy. He was just at 2,000 subs. When was this? When was this video posted? I can't see because of the freaking 25.6. That's crazy. You got another 1K subs on that. That's nice. Oh, yep. All right, let's get this.
I'm not just talking about the.
Go back here.
Bro. I just slurred on that. I don't know, bro. It's currently 3:33 in the morning. I'm making this video, and I got my braces on. So whatever, bro. These braces I had on for 6 months, bro. They're not that bad, but like, I don't know, bro. I want to see my teeth without the braces.
Bro, I had braces too for 3 years. I just got them out, so I can agree. Yeah, we want those things gone.
When the transformation is done, because they weren't that messed up. I just had like 2 teeth that were really out of place. There was one that was like a, what do you call it? Like a pirate tooth? I don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry, bro. That's cool. That's cool. We gotta keep going though. We gotta keep going. Dope vid though. Dope vid. All right.